This is JG. This is for round one and two, confessional. Wow, this is all stars. I am so shook. Like, first of all, there's so many people in this cast, it's impossible to talk to anyone. It's overwhelming at times. And it's been kind of nice because the past couple of days we've had not much going on. So it's been a nice breather from the game. So specifically when it came to the first round, I was pretty excited because there were some people that I kind of had started to build relationships with, just in the community that I could work with. People like Jabbar. I don't know why my mind's blanking, but I know Jabbar stands out big time. But I definitely connected with the season two people. Call ourselves the Gladiators, except we're kind of like not including Michael because Michael was kind of like unfortunately robbed in that season. So, but he like wasn't really part of it that much. So it's really mainly myself, Benji, Rocky, and Devin. I've really been talking a lot to Devin, getting close to him. But yeah, I think I was very shocked because the first part of the twist, the voting, was we had to rank everybody, and how we liked them or trust them or whatever. First impressions. I got second. I was kind of shocked. I probably shouldn't be, since I am very much a people person and I do get along, and I feel that enough people would have me high that it would put me in that spot. Um, it was not something I wanted because it definitely puts my name out there as it gives reason for people to target me, and I don't want to give anyone any reasons to target me. So I don't want to say unfortunate. I was able to flip it and use it as a way to build allies and be able to build some really key relationships. Really focus in on like working with Robbie, Devin, Michael, people like that, people that I put my team. We ended up winning the first safety, which was wonderful, amazing, spectacular. And apparently Alana's name was going around, but that was all shit a lie by Dylan. Who knows if it was actually true or not? And I call Lana because Lana is someone who I want to work with in this game, because I feel like she's gonna trust me. She's not gonna have many people that she can trust. Um, and Lana's working with Lana is so good because she's such a huge shield. She is such a perfect person that they will want to vote Lana out before they would ever want to come near me. And if I could just keep her long enough for her to take all that hit, take all that damage from me, girl, you can do it. I do not plan on taking her very far. It's going to be literally like the repeat of season 6. Like Lana is way too dangerous to even get anywhere near the end. Um, I just need her to get me through this early part of this game. I do like her a lot. I do trust her. She's Lana. She can't go to the end. And people want to vote her out like round one. Like that's stupid. Like why? Like you so stupid. So I threw out the name to her saying, looking at the list, I threw out Curtis's name. Um, as far as my knowledge, Curtis's name was not coming up. Maybe people wanted to target Curtis. I told Lana Curtis. I am going to take credit for planting that seed that Curtis went. Maybe people were more active and vocal about it than me. I mean, I ended up talking a lot about it the following day because it wasn't working, because it looked like Connor was going to go. Why are we voting out Connor in round one? Like, really, y'all? Like, oh my goodness, we are just stepping on eggs, apparently. And that's when I had to like really step it up and tell people, like, no, we have the votes. We're voting Curtis. Like, why are we not going to take out Curtis? Curtis is a social threat. He's probably decent in challenges, and he has pre-existing relationships that are really strong. And if because of the fact that it was hard to actually get that vote onto Curtis, proves enough why Curtis needed to go. Like, oh my goodness. Fortunately, Curtis goes easy, and Dylan takes a lot of the heat for it. So hey, I say that's a good round. I kept two people that I wanted to work with, Lana and Connor. Kept them both in. They're both now really gonna like want to work with me. They trust me. I also had the great relationship with my team. And on top of that, I got someone out who was probably not going to work with me and have other relationships. If he was close to Stephanie or close to some other people, that opens up some doors for me to work with them. So moving forward, I really think I'm in a okay spot for now. I don't think I'm in the best spot, but I think I'm in an okay spot. I think I'll be fine if I have to go to elimination. I really don't care right now necessarily who goes because Curtis was really my big target. Um, I guess another person, I don't even know who I would want to target because I know that's gonna be a question that comes up. I really don't know. I really don't care because I think because of the fact that I was so vocal about pushing Curtis, I kind of want to lay more back. But again, if it's gonna be one of my allies that is targeted, then I will speak up. I do not care. It's all stars. So I think that's about what I got to say. Yeah, I think I'm good.
So you touched up a little bit on it in the beginning of your confessional. Round one, you were voted, I guess, ranked second overall. So do you just kind of want to go over a little bit why you chose Robbie, Devin, Memes, and Hearn?
So I picked those people because I felt that they were going to be really strong in the challenge. And I felt that there were people that I could work with, and it gave me the options that would keep me personally safe. Um, if we were to lose, there was a big target as in a winner that could his Robbie's name probably would have gone up really easy. I also wouldn't have mind. I know that I was connecting well with memes, but if I had to cut memes right away, I know he has a lot of relationships in this game. Because I knew that I could really work and angle the season two kind of bit with Devin and Michael, and that would give me the 3-person. If we went by ourselves, it would give me that 3-person group. But really, my main focus was to have a team that I could build relationships on moving forward, and to have a team that was going to win. And we got second, so it worked.
So, when you saw the cast reveal and you saw the cast start coming out, was there anyone that you were like super excited to see? Was there anyone that you were really nervous to see? Like, was there anyone that you were like, wow, why are they here?
I was nervous about most of season two because we had all targeted each other, and we're messy and like we know how each other play. It's not like some of these other seasons where they were like season 6 was an alliance. Yeah, they turned on each other, but like they played a huge majority of the game together. Most of us, like we were after each other in season two, so I was kind of nervous about that. I was excited though because I do want to like change that narrative. Um, I'm excited to play with. I see like how I could go up against Duke. Like I know that's just my competitiveness. People like that. Like there wasn't anything I was like too shocked about or too upset about or anything. Um, I think I was actually shocked about Mark, but that's just because of the fact that I kind of forgot that Mark played, and I'm excited because Mark and I always try to play games together. And we always try to work together, but like more times than not, one of us goes really early, so we never actually end up working together because we end up out early. But yeah.
So, I know that you said that season two like has a little group going on, but you're kind of excluding Michael because he quote unquote like was robbed and didn't really get to play. Um, do you think that the other seasons are going to be like having a seasons chat? Do you think it's like going to be season versus season versus season versus season versus season, etc.?
I don't think it's gonna be War of the Seasons. Like I don't think it's gonna be War of the Seasons. Um, I think there's definitely gonna be. I think there's definitely if there's not, I think most of the seasons have a group chat. If they don't, then I'm shocked. I know at least season 6 has to. Lana tried to play it off that they didn't. Like, girl, bye. I'm not buying that. See right through that bull crap. Um, I could see that most of them do, and if not, then they're lying. Um, but I don't think it's gonna be a War of the Seasons because I think because of the fact that it's Ascendance and in every um every round the teams are going to change, and who knows like what's going to end up happening, and the powers and the twists and such. Like we did see like a successful big alliance in season 6, but that's not normally what happens in Ascendance. Like that's not the norm. You don't see strong big alliances doing well.
So, to piggyback off that, I guess, um, with All Stars being 24 players, do you think that we're gonna see a very side versus side type of game? Do you think that we're gonna see like big alliances form, or do you think that the game is gonna be very fluid because you've all played before and you kind of know how the game works?
It's gonna be very fluid. I think it's gonna be a bunch of voting blocks. It's gonna be groups of people that trust each other that come together to work with other groups of people that trust each other. It's going to be constantly taking out who's going to be the biggest threat at that point. I don't, and it's funny that I say that who's going to take out the biggest threat at that point because we're all stars, so we're all threats. We're all big threats. We're all here for a reason because we're all very strong socially, strategically, entertainment wise. Like we're all have a way that we shine. I don't think it's gonna. I'd be shocked if it ends up to be like a side versus side or alliances versus alliances. I think it's gonna be just a bunch. There's gonna be small groups of people, groups of 3 and 4, of people that trust each other. They're gonna work together with other groups of 3 or 4, and when they work together in groups of 3 or 4, they're gonna try to work together about whoever's the biggest threat at that point.
So, sorry, I'm like going through all the questions I have. Um, it's obviously round 2, and you guys had to partner up for the Star Showdown. You partnered with
Lana.
Lana. Do you just kind of want to go over why you picked Lana and what your guys' game plan was?
Um, I didn't really care if I played in that challenge because I didn't want to win it anyway. I was kind of trying to do the opposite of what I did in season 2. Like, I don't want the target on my back. I don't want to keep winning challenges. I I picked Lana because Lana was looking for a partner, and she felt like she wasn't really gonna have many people asking her. So, like, sure, it gives her another reason to like me. Like, I saved her round 1, and now she has a partner. I also liked it because we both had the same mindset. We both didn't really want to win it, so it worked out. Like if I was partnered with someone who wanted to win it, then I would end up winning, and I didn't want to win. So if Lana didn't want to win, it worked out for me. So it it helped her because she was like, "Oh look, JJ's willing to work with me and do this challenge with me." It makes me a little nervous that people are gonna see us as a duo, but I think that you can make the case for anyone who is partnered in that challenge.
All right. So this is a question that Nicole likes to ask now, but obviously she's not here. What do you have to do in the next few days to ensure you being safe for the next few rounds?
I think I just have to make sure I'm keeping up with my one-on-one talks with people. I think the past couple of days have been kind of quiet because of the fact we've had like a little bit longer of a round. I just got to make sure my relationships are good. I've was ranked number 2 like as people liked the most in on day 1. So being ranked number 2 out of 24 people is very, like I said, at that point 25. We don't talk about that, but it's very comforting. It's a good feeling. Like I have a strong social game. I just have to keep nurturing it. It's like these little plants. I have this little garden. I have to keep nurturing it and taking care of it. If I walk away from that and I let the weeds grow in, then it's going to give reason for people to vote me out, and that would be a shame.
And then the final question that I think that I have is obviously tomorrow is a live night. There's also going to be this round's elimination then by default because elimination's not tonight. What is your game plan going into if you go to elimination tomorrow night and then going into live night if you go to elimination and you survive?
So if I survive, so my strategy is definitely, I don't want to make rides. I don't want to make the target. Like, I don't want to be the person because of the fact that I was so adamant about getting Curtis out. I don't want to be a big voice. I want to be a little more back in the shadows. I need to coast more. I definitely put my neck out there for Connor and for Alana, but that's because of the fact I was safe. So I don't mind putting my neck out there because they can't vote me. Like I was safe, so they can't touch me. Um, but I think just lay low. If I don't have to push anyone's name, don't push anyone's name. And then if I survive into the live night, bouncing off of what happened during the vote. So if I need to go for the challenge, I'm gonna go for the challenge. If I need to like lay back and not really do anything, then I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna be flexible and just see what I need to do and go from there.
All right. Do you have anything that you would like to wrap up with?
I'm just very excited. I'm glad that I'm here and I'm gonna kick butt and I think that I have potential to do really well as long as I just keep working my relationships and doing what I gotta do.
All righty. Thank you so much. I will go ahead and stop this.